Hello and welcome back to another video. I don't know if I'm having a camera problem or an SD card problem again, but just did not want to start recording at first. So I hit the button that switches it from video camera to photos. It took a second for that to change, and then I hit it again to go back to video. Then I hit record, and then it decided to record. So hopefully that was just a fluke. Yeah. Hopefully this camera don't go out. I really like this camera. It's convenient. I mean, I know I could film with my cell phone, kinda, I guess. Wouldn't be nowhere as good, I don't think. Audio would be different, and the camera angle would be different, all that stuff. I like this camera. That's why I bought it for my last channel. I like how it works and what it does. It's got a gimbal built into it, so it keeps nice, steady, smooth footage. You know, all bobbling around. They do have a new version that came out, but I cannot afford to get that yet. This one, when I bought it 4 years ago or so ago, it was about $400 or $500. The new one is, I don't know, $1,000 or so. Got better technology and more stuff on it, more options, but can't afford that for a while yet. Right now I gotta worry about just getting to the next stage here. You know what? Even though life can beat you up, well, beat me up anyway. Oh, it hurts. I still keep trying to dream, you know, and I'm trying to tell myself it's important to keep dreaming, keep trying to dream anyway. Have something to look forward to, you know, because that's kind of what keeps you going sometimes. You know, if I just thought, nah, it ain't gonna get any better, life is just gonna suck, you know, then I'd be depressed. But I know that's not the case. I know my future has wonderful things in it. Sure hope so anyway. I mean, I don't know 100% because it's up to God, but I could I forgot what I was going to say, it's up to God, but I can make all these plans I want, and when it's my time, it's my time. I hope it's not anytime soon. I've had a lot of friends already pass on, and I've got a lot of friends that are on all different kind of medications and stuff. And thank you, Lord, that I'm not on any medications at all. Health-wise, I do pretty good. I mean, I'm getting older. You know, I'm getting some... Well, when I was working at the foundry, I really had numbness going on in my... It started in my fingertips going back. It went all the way back, kind of an angle like this. And across from my thumbs over to my hand. And left hand had it the most. And in the process of this one getting it, the right hand got it too, but the left one got really bad where the numbness, like if I reached in for a can of cashews or peanuts or something, I almost couldn't even tell if I had something in my hand or not, you know? Weird. And then my toes started doing the same things, getting numb and going back in my extremities. So then, you know, I don't know if it was, you know, I started to go to the doctor to have it kind of checked out a little bit. But, like always, my blood pressure, my heart, my heart's good, my blood pressure's good, I don't have diabetes, my cholesterol's good. One time they told me I was healthy as an ox, and I said, well, that's good, because I'm kind of built like one. You know, 'cause I'm a big guy. So then I started wondering if maybe my heart was getting a little weaker and not pumping my blood as good, and maybe that's why it was in the extremities. But since I've been out of the foundry, this hand is like 99.9% better, maybe. I don't know, maybe just a slight tingle once in a while on the tip of this finger, but that's all back to normal. This whole hand is all back to normal except for the end of the tip of the middle finger and the tip of the index finger. But otherwise, all the numbness has gone through here. All the way just on the tips of the fingers, just right here. I don't even think my thumb's got it. Well, maybe. Well, if my thumb has it, it's very minimal. I don't even know if I can tell. But I can feel it on here a little bit, though. My toes get it a little bit. They're getting better, too. My feet were in rough shape. They're way better. My feet are so much nicer. So something's getting better with me anyway. And now I've been trying. What I went in there for was to get some more of the Ryze mushroom coffee. And in the first month of trying it, because the mushrooms that are in it, I guess there's 6 mushrooms in there. I think they call them adaptogenic. I don't know what that means. I think it's a fancy word that maybe tries to sell you on buying it, because it worked for me. Made me want to buy it. No, but all the different stuff they're saying for with digestion. And the main thing I did it for is because apparently the mushrooms are supposed to help lower your cortisol, and your cortisol is what makes you store belly fat and visceral fat and stuff. So by lowering your cortisol, then you burn off that visceral fat, and that's supposed to help you, trim down. So there's something to it. My digestive tract is on a more regular flow now, that's for sure. And I think that's a good thing, although when you get older, it's kind of a pun intended, but it's a pain in the butt. I don't have a pain in my butt, but I'm still using my butt more. I know that's gross, sorry. But yeah, it is that Ryze mushroom coffee. It's doing something to me. And my stomach, where it used to be more round, it's like getting hourglass on the sides. The sides are indenting in more. So it's doing something to me. And I know that from me getting big, my stomach's also hanging down lower because I'm feeling it when I'm not wearing my overalls. I feel my stomach wanting to hit my leg more and stuff. So something's happening. It's doing something. So originally last month I got enough for 30 days supply or whatever. And I got 1 package of it left. And there was a couple days I think I had 2 in a day. I'm trying to only do 1 a day because it's expensive. So. And I only get not much for food support. So, but I'd rather be healthy than to spend the money on like chips and stuff. Even though I like chips, I like chips and dip and good old comfort food and stuff. But I've been trying to be healthier, especially ever since my mom died. I was over 400 pounds at one point. At 390. I didn't want to step on the scale no more because I was too ashamed and sad. So I quit weighing myself till I started losing weight again after my mom died. Started watching Gordon Ramsay cook filet mignon steaks because that was the only kind of steak I ever really liked because I had bad teeth through my history, and a tender enough steak each time I had it cooked that I thought I could chew it easier, so that's how I got to liking that, and it is a good steak. So I started learning how to cook those, and it was kind of spendy for a little bit, but when I was working, because living in the camper is cheaper than any rent I could pay for an apartment. I can't help but smile to these people were walking by and smiling at me in the camper. One was a young lady, I'm gonna guess maybe about 20 or something. I don't know how young she was. I'm just guessing. She was smiling, staring at the camper, looked at me and smiled. Then the other one was a little girl with her mom, and I'm guessing she was like 7 years old or something, maybe, or 6. And she was just staring at the camper and smiling, look at me and smile, look at the camper, smile. And I could just, in my mind, I could almost hear her thinking how it was neat to see a rolling house or something, like kind of like she was using her imagination, like maybe she's got a Barbie doll that's got a little camper or something. That's what it looked like. She looked pretty happy looking at it. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying that living in the camper, even living through the winter, is cheaper than rent. I can't even hardly believe how expensive rent has gotten. And stayed at my sister's in her basement for the first winter when I got back, when I went to work at the foundry. And I was giving her about, me, her, and her boyfriend were splitting her mortgage and bills 3 ways, so it ended up being like, I don't know, like 300 and something. It was on a little under 400 or something a month, or something, 3 something a month. And to me, I would have rather had, been in the camper and do my own budgeting, but it is what it is. And my sister, I knew that it would help her out, so she'd have to pay less. Because before I was there, they were splitting it even, so it helped them both out kind of. And I never ate their food. Once in a while, if they made a family meal and invited me, I'd sit down with them. But for the most part, I always ate my own food, didn't eat their food. And would shower at work for the most part, because we had a shower at the foundry. And anyway, I don't know what it was, my sister. After I got to work, and she just, I love her. And she ain't always nice either, but I'm actually, with her, I'm more hurts my heart and I'm more disappointed in the way she treated me and things she did. I thought higher of her. I thought she was better than that, but she's not yet. Anyway, hopefully she'll grow. But yeah, she just kept raising rent on me more and more, and I think that's because she was that little bit of a cushion of me being there helped her free up a little money, and then she got spend happy, I think. But I don't know. Next thing you know, I'm handing out $700-800 a month to live in my camper when the spring came. And I'd stay in my camper in the driveway, and had it plugged into a 15 amp plug-in outlet, so my sister, of course, was trying to claim that the bills were all went up since I had been in my camper. Well, you don't understand electricity, that's for sure, because I got a meter that I can monitor how much electricity I'm using. And for the amount of, I called the power company too, just to confirm with them, even though I knew I was right. They said even if I ran my roof air non-stop, 24/7, I'd be lucky if I used $100 bucks a month in electricity, for even if it ran non-stop 24/7. So for the roof air, because it pulls about 1,200 watts or 12 to 1,500 watts or something like that. Anyway, and it's only pulling that when the compressor's kicked in. Actually, rather than when it kicks in. After it kicks in and it's running, then it'll probably drop down to, I'm going to guess, maybe 1,200-1,300 watts probably. And when it kicks off and it's just the fan running, then it's going to probably drop down to 400 or 500 watts. But anyway, so nothing was good enough, so I got out of there. And then when I was getting ready to get out of there, then the story changed. Well, did you want to stay? Well, by that point, I'd already put most of my stuff in storage. And she realized then, because I think she was, I don't know for sure, but I think she was going to try to squeeze more money out of me. And I wanted to help her because she's my sister, and I knew she overspent on credit cards and stuff, but I can't do that forever. I can't just keep working and giving her everything, And she was sinking me in the hole. And so when she changed her mind, said, "Why did you want to stay here?" Well, not after you already told me I had to get out, and I already got stuff in storage. So then I was just like, well, no, I'm going to do the camper thing, and I'm glad I did. Way cheaper. Your main expense is if you keep moving around, Insurance, figure about $1,000 a month for insurance. I was paying $1,200, 11 something, so about $100 a month for insurance. That's though, but they threw on an extra $10,000 coverage because I told them I was living in it, so because I told them I was living in it, they figured, I've got extra things in here or whatever, so put on an extra $10,000 coverage. And so there's that. And then the other main cost is in the winter running the diesel heater. When it's in double digits, depending on where the double digits in the wind are at, it could cost you anywhere from $5 a week to, well, let's see, let's say it's $28 a week, so, or $25 a week, we'll say, or something like that. So, because it's like, it could cost you maybe $1 a day, or something, or 75 cents to $1 a day when it's not really cold. But when it gets really cold, and it depends on the fuel price too, diesel is up higher. So where I used to burn up $5 in 2 years ago or whatever, and the really cold nights I'd burn $5 in diesel in a night. Well, this year, because the fuel prices were up, I burnt $7 of diesel in a night on a cold night. You know, so if you figure 30-day month, if it was that cold every day, that'd be $200 a month about. But it's not that cold every day, you know. So on the high end, it would be $200 a month, you know, to keep me warm in here. And if it's not, it could cost me $20 a month. So that's a big difference from a house or apartment. And then your gas to drive is, if you stay stationary, like when I get to work, if I'm working at that hotel, as long as I stay right in this neighborhood here, and I drive to that lot, this lot, or stay at the hotel lot or whatever, as long as they're okay with it. As long as I stay in the area, I'm not really burning much fuel, so that's not a big cost. You know, it's the more you travel, the more your rent is. You know, if you're putting more fuel on. Then you got maintenance in the long run. You got to budget that in. You know, keep up on your rig, unless you're just going to let it slowly dilapidate or something. And then and I got solar panels. I should shut this off. I got solar panels and batteries and stuff that I invested in and put in. So I create all my own electrical power. So I don't have an electrical bill. And I've never ran out of electrical power. I create more power than I've ever needed to use right now. But it's not enough to run my roof air conditioner. My roof air conditioner in the summer, I got to plug into power for that. I could, in theory, I basically could run it, but it would deplete my batteries in maybe 5-6 hours or something like that if I didn't have no solar going. Like if there's no solar energy coming in, it'd be 5-6 hours. I could run it before my batteries would go dead. So I got 400 watts in solar on the roof, and say the air conditioner pulls 1200 watts. Well, it's pulling 3 times the amount that I can put in, even if I have perfect, nice, bright sun above me. And I won't never put in 400 watts, even though I got 400 watts of solar, because I'm in Minnesota and the angle of the sun and stuff. So I might be getting 350 or something, you know, on a good sunny day, 350 watts. But at that rate. But so then I could run it a little longer in theory. But they got a 12-volt air conditioner that eventually maybe I'll get. It's about $1,000. But read good reviews on it, and on startup it pulls like 500 and some watts, and then after it's up and running, then it drops down to like 200 and something watts. Well, in theory, I won't know until I get it and try it, but in theory, with the system I got, I could run that non-stop 24/7 through the summer, unless, you know, we get a bunch of cloudy days. Then I'm not getting sun to keep my batteries charged. And if I drive, when I drive, that charges my batteries also. So but the thing is, if it's not sunny and cloudy, well, then it's probably not going to be as hot, and so I'm less likely to have to run the air conditioner. So that might be a wise investment down the road when I'm back on my feet and got things going better. I don't know how I got on that subject again. I might have talked about it before, but I got on to that subject again. And here I come, so you can get a good look at my eyes. Aren't they pretty? God bless you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.